Hey guys, so in advance immediately, this video is going to be low quality, no real editing at all, because I just wanted to show this off to you guys. So if you've ever heard of Warhammer, Warhammer 40k or Warhammer Age of Sigmar, it's a tabletop miniature based strategy game where you buy miniatures, you put them together, you paint them, you can paint them however you like, then you fight against other people. There's loads of different armies and stuff, so I was kind of into this when I was a little bit younger, but not massively because I didn't have much money. It's really expensive. But I decided to go with Warhammer Age of Sigmar, which is the fantasy one. And I got a starter pack which contained a bunch of Stormcast Eternals and a bunch of Nighthaunt, which is just some ghost ids. And then a couple of years ago, I brought myself the Thunderstrike Brotherhood, which is just like a battalion of Stormcast Eternals. And I found them this weekend, half painted, so I finished them off. Yeah, some of you are probably going to be thinking, oh, this guy isn't very good at painting them. Yeah, he needs to get better. I have two brushes. They're both the starter brush. I use one for doing the fine tuning because the end isn't frayed yet. Look, this is the one I use just for base painting. I'll try and focus it. Oh yeah, it won't focus, but that's got a really frayed end, so that's not very good for the finer details. But my other brush is much finer, look. So I use that for the smaller details, and I have very limited paint, so I'll just go and show you my paints in a sec. Okay, so I've got my paints here now. So these two on the side, I kind of accidentally left the lid off for like 2 years. So completely solid inside, completely unusable, unfixable. I tried with the other one down there, but this is a shame because this was Stormhost Silver. I really liked that at one point. Had big plans for it. Then this is just a corn red. I tried to fix it, it didn't work. It came out a completely different colour. But these are all my working paints. So it's a shade, Reichland Flesh Shade, and okay, I'm not an expert at this kind of thing, but you're meant to use the shade paints for just like putting on metallic armor and just making things look darker. So you can see this had some of Reichland Flesh Shade on, and I'm painting a miniature right now. I found a single one. I must have got it from a magazine or something. And that's the gold paint I used on his armor, but you can see it's been dulled. So that's interesting. What else do we have here? Oh yeah, I've got a bunch of paints here. Sorry, because I'm in the middle of painting, obviously. So that's Reichland Flesh Shade. I've got Retributor Armor, which is a base paint. You're meant to put that on first, and it's just gold. It's the gold you're seeing everywhere. Abaddon Black, I'm just using it for black. I use it around the edge of the bases to give them a nice finish, like the book told me to. This is a technical paint, Astro Granite. I put it on the bases. You can see that's what's giving them a bit of a rocky-ish texture. It's very thick, very sludgy. Candor Blue, another base, Cantor. Yeah, another base colour of the Stormcast Eternals, my army. But on these ones I experimented with our black and gold colour scheme. You'll see blue in there just to unify them all, but there is black and gold on most of them. Second finger Cantor Blue. White Scar, sorry. I don't get this one. It's like sludgy inside, but it's meant to be a layer paint, so I'm really confused. If anyone knows, tell me, please. Shade, Agrax Earth Shade, and that's literally just the same as the other shade I showed you earlier. I really can't tell the difference. It does the exact same thing. This is another technical. I've never used this technical paint though. It's called Sterland Mud. So I'm assuming it just makes it look muddy. I have used this one, Armageddon Dust. It's just like a deserty version of the Astro Granite. I've used it on this Lord Celestant one. Nighthaunt Gloom, that's a technical paint. So yeah, but I kind of used that on their body, on the Nighthaunt's bodies, I think. These little cape bits, I'm not 100% sure, really. Bugman's Glow, never used that one. Celestial Grey, the other part of the Nighthaunt's bodies. Mournfang Brown, I literally only used that this morning to paint a root on this guy. I cannot pronounce his name. Corax White. It's literally seems the same as the white sky, like really sludgy inside. Lead Bleacher, haven't opened that Lead Bleacher yet. Rhinox Hide, great for like weapon hafts and leather things, kind of the right kind of colour. Rakarth Flesh, just fleshiness, painting flesh things. I believe I used it on the underside of this Dracoth. Yeah, I know all the names, I know the lore. Incubi Darkness, this seems like I've broken it. Oh god, shall we see? No, it seems to still be actual paint. Lucky me, I haven't cocked up another one. Oh, sorry. Warplot Bronze, really nice metallic base paint. I haven't really used it much, but I'd like to at some point. More Lead Bleacher, yeah, because I'll explain that in a minute and then we're back at the end. So I have in total brought 4 things, Warhammer, 4 actual sets. I've also brought a thing to put them all in, came with the foam things. And I got this tool case for some reason. And just a bunch of useful stuff holding it. That Retributor armor's out, by the way, has run out. But yeah, so I brought the Tempest of Souls. I think I've got something for it in here. Probably. Yeah, I got the Tempest of Souls starter pack. That gave me most of my paints, a brush, these clippers, and it gave me... Right, I should be able to figure this out. I'll just take those aside because it didn't give me those. Just trying to figure everything out. So it gave me 1 Celestial Ballista and the 2 people beside it. Can't remember their names. 2 Castigators and 1 Castigator Prime. Primes are normally the ones who have like a cool lion head on the side. 1 Knight Incantor, a female one. So it gave me 1, 2, 3. I'm pretty sure it gave me more than 3 normal sectors. Really? No. Oh no, it gave me 5 sectors. 3 normals, 1 2-handed, 1 sector prime. Gave me 2 evocators. And then it gave me an opposing army as well. So it gave me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 chain scrapes. 1 Lord Executioner. Let's be honest, he's such a cool guy. He's so fragile though. 5 Gladegrave Stalkers. And I'm sorry, I cannot for the life of me remember what these guys are called. Sorry about that. Then I brought this horse dude. He does have a name. I think it's like Rakenor something or other. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, it might be in my box somewhere. No, I think it's like Raynor the Grimhaler or something. You know what? It's probably in this book. Let's have a look, shall we? Because I got this book with it. It's really nice. Yeah, Rakenor the Grimhaler, he's like... Because I kind of felt that these Stormcast Eternals kind of wiped the floor with the Nighthaunts. So I brought a big guy on a horse and I thought, I'm going to get myself a £50 set. Okay, what else have we got here? So I was given for Christmas a Vindicators plus paint set. So I got these 2 Vindicators. And now these are probably my favourite just like figures in the army. Because I think I painted these the best. It's not focusing. Is it going to focus? Move it out a bit. Yeah, these are the best painted ones in my army, I think. I'll compare them to the first miniature I painted. But then I brought the Thunderstrike Brotherhood, which just gave me a bunch of brand new units that I've never seen before. So we'll start with the big guy, the obvious one. Lord Celeston on Dracoth. This is probably the hardest thing I painted because I decided I probably should have base painted it before I put it all together, but I didn't. I'm not very well set up. A bunch of people have sprays and primers. I don't know that. I don't understand that. I have 2 brushes. People are going on about layering techniques and stuff like that. Until I decide whether I'm going to get fully invested into it again, I'm not going to get into that. But yeah, looks pretty cool. I made do with the colours I have, and I think it actually turned out quite well. Let me know what you think. But he's like the leader of that. Next important guy, a Lord Relictor. So I've given him, instead of a gold and black colour scheme, a black and gold, I've given him a gold on black. The majority of his armour is black, but with the gold accents on prominent armour pieces. He's got a relic hammer, very cool back thing, spiky. And he's basically carrying a guy, just a dead guy. Magic spells geezer. These are probably my favourite figures, not the best. They're decently painted, but these are retributors. Now, I've looked on the website. If you buy a pack of 5 of these, it's about 40 quid. You can build them in loads of different ways. Decimators, protectors. Protectors have big glaives. These guys have big hammers. Decimators have big axes. You can also give one a big mace, but it is what it is. So this is the Retributor Prime. So he's got this here. Massive hammer. What really of us sets him apart? He's got a bigger, like, backpack sash totem thingy, and he's got a different little thing on his hammer, a different head. But he looks awesome. As you can see, I've put black on the shins and on here. Then I've got the 2 basic ones as well, which they look cool in of their own right. They're awesome. Then I have 3 prosecutors with celestial hammers. So these guys literally have wings and a couple of hammers. The wings I painted with Nighthaunt Gloom. I just wanted a contrast, and it kind of worked, kind of didn't. And in most pictures, you'll see these like banners, these scrolls. They're painted like a parchment colour. I didn't have that, so I painted them all blue to give them unity. This is the Prosecutor Prime. I did break his wing off when he was in storage, so I did have to glue that back on. But he looks cool. He's probably not as well done as the others, actually. But he looks cool. So I've got 3 prosecutors. Pretty cool. The main bulk of this pack was Liberators. Ignore the Sector. I also got him from Scouts. Okay, funny story. This one is the one I originally painted. This is the first one I painted, but I went back over it and I fixed it this weekend. So I'll just put him over there. So yeah, I got a bunch of Liberators, 2 Liberator Primes. Look at these dudes. Awesome. Really well painted, in my opinion, at my levels. And just a bunch of basic ones. I think I got the thing on the shield done pretty well, pretty neatly on this one. But, oh god, yeah, this is actually one of the better figures that I've made. He's really good. But yeah, so I'm thinking of getting back into Warhammer. Not at the moment. I'm very poor, because you guys know I just brought a couple of Ninjago sets, and I have, like, no money. So, yeah, that's a shame. But I'm thinking Christmas, because there's some sets on Games Workshop. They're like 40 quid. I'll be, for 10 of these, it's £35. So I might look into just getting a squad of Vindicators or something. Or something like that, yeah. So this, if I start collecting again, will be predominantly based on what I feel like. But because I love Lego, I love this, but I kind of feel like I might like this more, because just look, ranks on ranks of a unified army. I think that'd be great. But yeah, let me guys know what you think. If you think you'd like to see more of this kind of stuff on the channel, I'll try and get some lore stuff out there. Maybe I don't know the lore that great, but I can research it. I've got the battle tomes for these 2 things. So let me know. Let me know what you think, please. But yeah, I really like this stuff. Maybe me and George could actually play a game of it as well. We could record that and put it on the channel. We'd both be pretty much noobs, let's be honest. I haven't played it in years. But yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. You've been listening to the Monastery of Nerds. And like, subscribe if you feel like it. Leave a comment just saying about anything about the video, really, the miniatures, my painting techniques, or anything. I will catch you next time. It's been Cameron. Have a great day.